There we go. Should be live. Everything should be working. Rumble has a new chat feature that's really nice. And I'm going to be using it more and more. I'll give you a little peek behind the curtain. You get infinite windowed. But I can comment on any of these platforms. Write a chat in there. It's really cool. Behind the scenes. So, let's get right into it. We're going to do some animation stuff today. We're going to knock the last bits of the animation out for the bear. And that should be good. So we want this open. Oh, that's his run cycle. That's what I'm seeing there. I'm like, why is his paws so far up in the air? That makes sense. Alright. That is the last attack animation we did. Now we want to do kind of like a high attack. Which is going to be like a bite attack. So, we're at 740 is where we ended this. Might as well go to 800, I guess. We're just going to drag this over here. Import animation, and we want our high stance. It's all the way over here. Something like that, I guess. Just import the stuff that we want. Of course. This is like Yogi Bear. So we just kind of want to take this keyframe, kind of slap it in there. And effectively what this allows us to do is just make sure we start and stop at the same spot. So that we're always in this position. We can kind of get started here. So we're gonna start at 810 here and kind of bring the body downward. I know we're gonna attack high, but this is an anticipation. So we're just gonna do something like that. Maybe we can lift this paw up a little bit. I think we want to come forward a bit. Let's get a character model in here. Just so that we can see what we're doing. Oh boy. That is a size difference. Yeah, our scale is kind of busted. I don't remember the scale being that big. Let me double check something. Oh, it's the same size. This bear is just way too big. Why is he so big? We're gonna have to make him like... That's better. Yeah, that scale is just busted. Sorry, guys. A little bit of a detour, but I just want to double check something. Yeah, that lands really easy. Yeah, that's fine. That's more accurate to what the bear size should be. So that's fine there. Okay, so now that we got that fixed, I probably should have done that like way earlier in the animation sequence. Make sure that scale isn't completely broken, because that's a bad scale. That's something I fucked up on. Oh well, we got it fixed. We're doing our first anticipation, then we want to do our second anticipation right around here. Or maybe here. Nah, right here. So we're going to come up here. And then we're going to bring the arms up like this. That. Ah. Something like that. We're gonna tilt this up there. Kind of lay this out like that. So I think that's good. Up. And I think we want to rock back a little bit more. Shoot the bear, ask questions later, Top Boy. That's what I would do. And then at 50 here, we want to bring this kind of down and forward. Kind of straighten this out. And we kind of want to aim for the head, right? Something like that. Maybe we can drive the foot forward a bit. Have this claw kind of come back down. And then maybe have this one kind of folded like that. Little kiss. I fucked some stuff up here. So up, over. That's pretty good. And then, yeah, we just got to do that kind of ease out system. Oopsie. That's good there. We got to fix this pose. Yeah, that's fine. So because we're doing this, we need to key everything in. And then we have to kind of in between this. So first and foremost, we want to get the timing right. So we're just going to grab this, then push this over a little bit. That's just going to get the timing nice. And then about halfway, yeah, we want to grab his jaw, open it right up, pull it down a bit. I'm going to rotate his head. We want to lift this foot up. Drag it. Then we can lift this up a bit. Pull that in a bit. Bring that down. So this here, we can kind of start to open the mouth. And yeah, you get a bite. Doesn't quite read, does it? So maybe we kind of have it started open here. Bring it a little bit more open here. That reads a little bit nicer, eh? So, we need to have an impact shot. There's a few things we need to do, but one of the things we need to do is have an impact shot. So we're just going to key that in. And we're going to do a copy paste. And then with this shot here, we want to just push this a little bit farther. Now that just has more force behind it. Boom. Boom. We're going to just start to lift this foot up a bit. Okay, we're going to take this pose and we're going to go 10 frames over. We're just going to bring it down. And then we'll open the jaw back up. Alright then, we're just going to do a nice little kind of settle in here. So we're just going to have this kind of pop in maybe there. Then from here, we want to kind of just move this pelvis up again. Bring this foot back up again. Drag that foot again. Straighten this guy out. Oops. Yeah, this has to be up a bit higher off the ground. Tilt this over that way. Just so you can feel that weight is moving, right? Up and down. Then here we want to bring this down a little bit. Just kind of tweak this up and in. Like that. Feels a little slow. They're in love, Tomboy. This is Baldur's Gate 3. I lied. Their eyes are locked in because this is Baldur's Gate 3. I'm gonna speed this up just a smidge because it just feels way too snappy. We're gonna turn this off just so we can see better. We're going to close the jaw here. It's too much. Open it up there. That there. Let's pull this out a little bit. I'm gonna lift this foot up higher. It's too... It looks too weird. Up, 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 up. Let's try that. That's better. In fact, I think I can bring this foot down a little bit more. Let's see. Okay. So it's just too much movement in the head. So we're going to move the head this way. Okay, so that's... Okay, I want to fix what this arm's doing. It's too flat. Let's get this arm fixed. Maybe like that. That's better. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. So now that we got that sorted out, that's going to be much better. Going to change the timing of this over a couple frames. Knock this over a couple of frames. Knock this out a couple of frames. And then I think we're good. Let's see what the timing changes look like. Feels too light. let's go ahead here. Add 4. -2. We're gonna have this drop more. This needs more weight to it, so I'm gonna make this heavier. But yeah, that should be. Bite. I think that's correct. We want this to just have a little bit more keyframe emphasis on these. Like so. So we're just gonna spread the love a little bit more. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's way heavier, right? Boom. That feels like it has way more mass behind it. Now the only thing is everything is the same. Everything's moving at the same time, and that is just a simple offset that we put in here as we do our stuff. So let's say we want to drag the right paw here. Let's drag it 3 frames. Control C. Control V. Fuck you. Now you can see that foot has a little bit of a drag to it. You can do the same thing with the rib cage here. Or the hair. We'll just do a 2-frame one. Come on, what the fuck? I hate this thing so much. There we go. And then we'll do the head and the jaw the same. This will be a 4-frame. Drag. 3-frame drag is fine, actually. Control C. Bring it back to the beginning here. And you see how now it kind of feels different. There's a slight delay in this stuff. Oh man, this timeline needs to be smoother. But yeah, that is what we're looking for right there. I want the right foot. Copy. The reason we have to copy and paste the ends is because the ends need to be the exact same pose in order for it to loop. Now, this isn't necessarily a looping animation, but we want it to be... We want it to be going back to the original pose. So the fact that it loops cleanly means everything's working like it's supposed to. Gives you a big old kiss. Yeah, I think that's clean. I think that reads. You can tell he's biting you. I think that reads pretty clean. I'm gonna pass it. And then the last thing I want to do is, I guess we'll start at frame 1000. We'll do 950. And I think we'll make this a clean 120. So that is 1050. That's 100 frames. We want 1070. So this attack's going to be a little bit longer than the other ones, but it's going to be an unblockable attack. It's going to be a special attack. So it's going to be... Gets up on both of his hands. He kind of stands up, and then he does his big old smash down kind of thing. It's a pretty classic thing you see a lot of games do that implement bears. What's it's called? The V Rising has a bear mod, so you can transform into a bear, and you kind of do a similar attack. So we're going to start pretty much the same as the high attack. Like that. But this time we're going to do... we're going to come on down, and we're going to do a bunch of... It's going to be very similar to the start of the other one, so we're going to kind of come down, maybe rock forward a bit, bring this in. Pretty basic animation stuff like that. That looks pretty good to me. And then we want to do 1010 maybe. he stands up on his heels. Then we kind of lift this up. Get this guy rocking this way. Kind of arch his back up. We need to rotate the pelvis a lot more. Something like that. And then we just got to grab his paws and obviously correct the paw placement. Fix this. Something like this. And then we just gotta fix this guy. And I think if we bring this foot forward, like that, there he is. Flawless victory. Timing-wise, I think that's right. I think that's good timing. And we're going to have a pretty quick crash down. So he's going to come up, go in there, and then he's going to come and bring his weight down on the guy. Let's bring him back in. Let's change this to 1,000. So here we want to do a bit of a settle. Let's fix this guy's butt. So you can't shift that much weight around without there being a big settle, right? So then we got to come in here. kind of puff this in. And then just kind of bring these down a little bit. Mm-hmm. I think this is going to be actually a little bit longer. Let's make this an even 1100. Let's stretch this out over here. He goes up, he settles in. About here. Bring this guy in. This guy needs to stand more right there. And then at this stage, sorry, we're at 135 here. We want to be 145. Let's zoom in here. Let's get a closer look at what we're working at. Something like that. Obviously, we want this. Start rotating in. And then we want this claw to be actually on the ground now. Because it's the big slam down, right? You actually want to do almost like an inverse of the arc, right? We want to hunch back now. Put all that weight, all that energy. All that mass into coming and crashing down on the guy, right? So let's go crash down on him. crash. That looks good to me. I think that's gonna work, chat. So we have helicopter hands. So let's fix the helicopter hands quickly. It's really only the pink side. But we do want to fix the helicopter hands. So we will see right away the outlier. So our roll moved pretty dramatically. Our pitch is kind of sane. This is the one that's the problem. This is immediately the problem. So we're going to grab this. We're just going to rotate this until it's in the correct position. And then we can just kind of see. No more helicopter hands. We fixed it, chat. All right. Cubs. Yeah, there's a arts and creativity subcategory in gaming, so I figured that's close enough. But yeah, it would be nice if there was a proper category for game dev. So at frame 40 here, we're going to actually arch our back up a bit more and kind of tweak this a bit. And hopefully we don't break anything, but knowing me, we're probably going to break shit. Right there. If I'm looking at this, I want to rotate this out. Rotate that in. So we did get helicopter hands on this guy. Find the problem, child. That doesn't look like that's that bad. None of these look that bad. This one is the most egregious, I guess. Can do that. AFP, welcome in. There. No more flippy hands. I like the way the body kind of twists like that. So we're going to take this here. We're just going to do some timing tweaks like we always do. I want a lot of emphasis on this settle here. I think this is an important settle. We're going to have a little bit more emphasis on this. And then this guy here should have a bit more time. Like so. How you been, FP? Got any plans for Halloween? Gonna have an early stream tomorrow. Hopefully. Gonna play some Monster Hunter. And then I'm gonna do some scary movies on a friend's Discord and carve a pumpkin. So it's gonna be a fun Halloween. Haven't carved a pumpkin in like 20 years. That's terrifying. Could you imagine running into this thing? I'm going to stretch this out a little bit longer. Maybe about there. And then stretch this out a little bit longer. Let's see. Yeah, that's much better. Like, that's like twice your size. Good luck. I'm gonna also have his mouth animate a little bit. I like that. I didn't mean to do that. Whoopsie. Wrong button. Wrong play button. We want this play button. Okay, we are in first person mode. We're gonna hide this guy. Yeah. Yeah, you're like, oh shit. That's time to run. That's nasty. Okay. So we still got to do the recovery. And all of that fun stuff. But yeah, fun to be had all around. We just want a bit more of an arch in that back. And probably should fix this knee aim. Feels a little bit better. Like that. Pop. Once again, we gotta fix this knee aim. You feel that momentum? That little snap? That's what we're looking for. And then we want to bring this guy down. Have him kind of skulk Go forward a bit. We're going to attempt to straighten the spine out a little bit more. That. Have the head tilt the other way. That feels pretty good. And then here we're just going to lift this up. Lop. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is really drive this through the floor. Really make the bear different. Because the more this moves, the faster this moves, the harder the snap. The more weight it has. See how that feels heavier? Yeah, that feels really good. Then we can do a little bit of timing here. We're going to pull this out. Been a decade since you did one. Yeah. I have only knives at home, so I have no real kit, but we're going to do the best I can. And I'll share it on my Discord. And probably Twitter. I think I could do a good job carving a pumpkin. I just haven't done one in a long time. Okay, and then we just want to do a final ease into this pose here. Just a tiny one. I think that'll be good. I think that's good enough. Okay, let's get this thing smoothed out and then we'll do some overlapping action. Up we go, boom. Yeah, I like that little pivot he does. That's a nice touch. That was not intentional, but I'll take it. Alright, so let's start with the pause here. I think a +2 is acceptable for this paw, and then we'll do like a +4 on the other paw. Holy shit. I don't know why it does that. It seems to just, unless you specifically select the controller, it just picks a random controller, which it shouldn't do. It should pick the one that you copied from, but it just, whatever. Unreal doesn't understand that. It's not capable of figuring out what I'm doing. But it is what it is. This thing here should be copied and pasted. That it goes right in. Okay. Just fixing that little bug back there. Don't worry about it. So now we want to do the left paw. Right there. We want to drag this out at least 3 frames. We'll do 4. Copy. See how those paws now have a little bit of a drag to them? Feels a lot more natural. We're going to do the pelvis, but we're going to do the opposite way. We're going to go 2 frames early on the pelvis. E that in. Sorry. We got to go with the opposite. So we want to actually come in here, E this in. Drag it all the way to the end. E that there. Delete that keyframe. You feel that drag there? Especially on the one paw, right? It's got that extra drag on it. It really feels heavy. Spine base, we're going to leave alone. And then mid-spine, we're going to go up +1. We got to get in closer. There we go. So at +1, we got to go here. E that there. Paste that there. Ooh, okay. It's not a big deal. We'll just drag it over. Then we can just get rid of the extra keyframe here. Okay. Rib cage, head, and jaw, we're going to keep together. And we're going to do a +2, +3. Right there. Key all those in. Copy. paste. Yeah, those are all correct. And you see how it kind of all settles in now? All at a slightly different pace. Feels a lot more natural, like he's got that hunch in him. There's a little bit of delay in that rib cage as it moves up the chain. It's got a nice little hunch there, right? Then obviously that drag in the paw is really nice. Beautiful. Okay. So let's bake this thing. Animation sequences, NPC, wildlife. Animation sequence, bear. Oh no, we have caps lock on. Bear, ability _ slam. So now he's got a special slam ability. And hit OK. We're actually going to enable root motion for this. Because I think it'll be... I want this to be somewhat easy to dodge. Because it's going to be extremely damaging. So if you get hit by it, you can't block it. And if you get hit by it, it's going to be like 50 damage. And then you get bleed on top of it. So you don't want to get hit by this thing. So we're going to enable root motion so that he doesn't slide and like magnetize to you. Once he starts this animation, you've got to get out. If you stick around in here too long, you're getting crushed. Simple as. Beautiful. And then we didn't export the other animation either, so we should bring this back. What the hell? Sorry about that, guys. $890. And that's the bear kiss. Bake animation sequence. Animation sequence, bear, attack, eye. Export animation sequence. Okay. So yeah, now we have every single attack, every single stance. We have an idle, we have the running, all that stuff, and we have a special ability animation. So this is... It gets a little janky in there, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's fix that. just rename it. Control C. Underscore hold. There's just some weird nonsense happening with the foot. So we're gonna fix that real quick. So he goes to attack. Does this thing here. I want the right ankle control. Let's take a zoom in here. Just fix this. I don't know. Yeah, that's not terrible. Yeah, that's fine. All right. NPC, wildlife. Paste that in. Bear attack high. That's looking great. Carl Loco 6, thanks for the follow, dude. Yeah, we just had to fix that one foot kind of stretching out. Now it kind of leads forward, which isn't too bad. Like, if a bear is doing that kind of attack, that's not that offensive. That's fine. That's good enough for me, okay? So now we have all these animations. We are ready to do some like damage and death animations. So what we're going to do here is we're going to copy our scale. And we're going to go back to our animation file. Open up our control rig. Slap this bear right in there. I'm going to open him up. We're going to just save him. Close him down. Yeah, the control rig thumbnail's busted, but it's not that big of a deal. And what we want to do here is just paste the scale in so that he's a little bit more reasonable in size. We just made him too big. I didn't think it was too big when I mapped it out, but he's just too big. Okay, we're gonna rename this SK Bear Damage / Death ANI. Like so, and then we'll just put that in here. Damage / death _ ANI. Does not like slashes, so we'll just do an underscore. And then we're just gonna move this guy into the bear folder. So we're nice and organized. We can start at 0. And for a damaging strike, half a second, I think. So just this long. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to get his idle animation in here, and then we're going to have him wilt to damage, and we're going to do 2 variants of it. And then we're going to do a behind one. And then we're going to do, I think actually it's a forward one, a behind one, and then there's 2 variants of death animations. So that's what we need to get done. I need to step out for a quick second. Thank you again for the follow, Carl. But we're going to just put in some wait music and elevator music while I go handle some business really quick, and I will be right back. Let's see here. Right there. We are back in action, gents. Okay, so, yeah, like I mentioned before, we want to do a little bit of some damage. And then we will look at some other stuff here. So I like this frame here. No real reason. Any frame in the idle animation would be sufficient. I love when the mouse does things I don't understand. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Alright. There we go. We're going to click and drag, so we're going to copy, paste. So he takes damage. Turn this guy on for a sec. So I go and I swing. I'm going to hit him in the head. It's just going to kind of... wilt a little. I guess. Okay. We really only can hit him in the head. We're not going to be even able to reach his arms and his... Basically that. That's about it. It's not a complicated animation. See this in here. See this in here. Pull this over a few frames. This in. I want this to feel snappier. Something like that. That's good there. Now we just kind of bring out the delays. That's about it. It's not very complicated animations. He's just wilting a little bit because he got hit in the face. That's all we really got to do. Pretty simple. So then we can bake this. This. Animation. Animation sequence. I don't know how you're ever going to get behind a bear. Because he's so massive. Like with a player character, you can theoretically dodge and get behind him. With the bear, You can't do that. So, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. But we're going to do the animation anyway, just in case you can. We can do character. NPC wildlife. Animation sequence, bear. Hit. Front. If you hunt in packs, this is a single player game, Tomboy. But yeah, you could get behind them theoretically if you hunted in packs. But yeah, there's, even in real life, I don't see a situation where you get behind a bear unless you slip out from like a grapple. Like if he grabs you and you're able to slip out underneath and shoot out his belly, then get around his legs from behind. But like, good luck. Bears have ridiculous grip strength and they're very strong. You're not just gonna slip out, but theoretically, I guess that would be the way to do it. But you're not gonna be fast enough to run around a bear. It's just too much distance to cover. I also like how minimal it is. So it doesn't feel like a lot of damage when you hit him. Just like, ugh. Which is correct. He is not very... He's very strong. He's going to have a lot of health. You can ambush a bear that's distracted. Sure. Theoretically. But it's always good to put it in there. Because you never know, right? And this guy here... I'm gonna do this. And have him lift his hind leg a little bit. Ow. He hit me in the ass. Ow. Why'd you hit me in the ass, kind of deal. So, like, that's all there is down there, too. Like, the other reason why you probably wouldn't ever want to hit a bear from behind is there's nothing really to hit. Like, you're just going to hit him in the ass? That's not going to do anything. Other than just kind of maybe arouse him a little bit. I don't know. Maybe you want to... Maybe you're trying to make man bear pig and you're just crossbreeding. I don't know. At least back there ain't many teeth. That is true. If you have a spear, actually, it would probably be pretty effective. You jam a spear up its butt, it's probably gonna die. It's probably gonna not die right away, so... good luck. But that would probably kill it. Or if you just hurt it enough in the ass, it might just go, okay, time to run away. Because if you demonstrate you're clever enough to get behind it and spank it, bears are also not necessarily genius level intelligence, so you could probably scare it off. The little butt touchy. Theoretically. I do not know if bears as a species are into butt stuff or not. But I imagine they are probably not. Most animals are not. That head's a little jank. Good enough for me. It looks weird. Just due to the nature of it, but I think it'll be fine. Just because it loops, it looks a little bit weird, but I think that will... oh, don't do that. Fake animation, sequence animation. Animation sequence, bear, hit, behind. Okay, export animation sequence. This is looking a little bit more from this angle, a bit more like Baldur's Gate. There, that feels a little bit better. Boom. Yeah, not the craziest animations in the world, but they do what they need them to do. It's a reaction to getting hit. Alright, so then the next thing we need to do is the bear needs to die. So I say we go to frame 150, and let's figure out how the bear is going to die. Let's do... let's see, 270 is 2 seconds. That should be fine. 2 seconds should be enough for a death animation. Right? Does it need to be longer than this? I don't think so. So we kind of gotta plot out how we want the character to die, what happens to him. Yeah, probably ruin your day. That is true, Tomboy. I mean, Vlad the Impaler was sort of like the pioneer of anal penetration. And I think most people considered him unpleasant. And his antics unpleasant. Big wooden stakes up the butt, out the collarbone. Most people didn't appreciate it. So he's pretty much just gotta roll over and die. This isn't how we're gonna do it, but it would be funny. There you go. Death animation. Yes, but his anal penetration was not pleasant. That's the point I was making. There's a lot of westernization that kind of criticizes him, but yeah, he was... He did a pretty good job at preventing Romania and large sections of Eastern Europe being conquered by Ottomans. He was Wallachian, but him holding off the Muslims where he was prevented them from spreading farther into Europe. So he not only saved his own people's ass, he saved other countries' people's asses as well by sticking wooden poles up Muslims' asses. Although he didn't really do that to the Muslims. That was more like his capital punishment. He did it to... I mean, he did do it to some Muslims, but like he was also just a good warrior and fought a lot of wars. So let's see here. We want him to... I think we want him to recoil and then fall forward. So we're going to do a little bit of a... little bit of a step back here. I'm trying not to grab that, actually. Thank you. Why? I hate this thing. It's like all you gotta do is just be really basic. And it's like, no, we gotta do the most retarded fucking thing possible. Like, look at that fucking gimbal. That is Down syndrome incarnate. And it's just the way the damn thing breaks. No. Where is my elbow aim? Here he is. Boink. There we go. Nothing broke. I say that is a pass. Gonna bump this up a couple frames. Can lift this up. Forward a bit. Tilt his butt this way a bit. We're gonna do a 10 frame settle. Oh good, we didn't key the other side. Then we can just do this and keep it. It's actually easier to settle. That's good there. We're gonna key all of this in, and then we're just gonna kind of come forward and fall over. So we're gonna go to 220, 210 here. Lift this up. Come forward. Begin to rotate this. Drag the foot here. Start having the body start to hint that it's going down. Maybe have this go there. That's good there. That's kind of a nice like mid keyframe. And then at 2... maybe we can get away with 230. I don't know. We'll have him start to land on his butt. I don't know if this is going to pan out, if I'm being honest. We want to start to rotate this. Where is my knee aimer? Bring that knee in. And yeah, we want to kind of... Trying to get these poses in. That's good there. This foot needs to be. Like so, and then we want to kind of curl the spine in. Kind of like that. We just kind of got to fix this a little bit. But we also gotta bring everything down a bit more. And then just kind of find our elbow aim, I guess. I think that's breaking things. That's a little bit cleaner. This guy here needs to be out farther. Basically like that. And then we need to do like a settle and stuff. So that's okay for now. Then we want to do a couple frame settle here. Where we really just kind of thud this crap around here. Push this forward. Push this forward. That's fine there. That's fine like that. And we just got to add some more timing on this. Basically just like how we do the attacks. Then we're going to do a nice little settle here. We'll say 255. And we'll just kind of straighten his ass out a little bit more. He's kind of dead, right? He doesn't really need to be. Kind of chuck this in a bit. All right. I think we'll take this to 270 after all, and we'll just have a hold at the end of it. Obviously, we have the helicopter hand issue. So let's fix the helicopter hand, which I believe is on this one. Vlad a bastard's son? No. He was born of royalty. His father was killed by the Ottomans, and he was captured by them, him and his brother. His brother converted to Islam and became part of the Ottoman Empire, but he always hated them and would return back to his country and spend the rest of his life fighting them. I believe he died in battle. But he was a huge part of the resistance of the Ottoman invasion of Eastern Europe. But yeah, him and his brother were not bastards. I do not believe. I don't think it's possible for a bastard son to get any heir to the throne. Even if there is technically a bloodline, I don't think you can become a prince or a king if you are a bastard. I think they would just appoint someone else from the proper lineage. Or they would just appoint someone completely different who is a noble and well-connected. They wouldn't ever, I don't think, give a title to a bastard. Which sucks for him, I guess. What happens if I do this? That's better. Bastards and nobles. Well, that's mostly propaganda. Kind of like how the Crusades were always bad. It's mostly propaganda. But Vlad was also a pretty cruel dictator. Like, he murdered all of his homeless people in his city. I'm gonna speed this up a few frames. I think we're pretty much done with this. We just got to get the timing right. Yeah, that's way too fast. I'm just gonna tweak this. Tweak this a bit better. It's too jarring. That's much better. Oopsie. There we go. It's serviceable. We're gonna keep that on. Then we'll go +1 here. Then head and jaw. Maybe we can get away with +3. I think we can. I want that left paw to be quite delayed as well. The right ankle to be delayed. That looks pretty good. I think. Can understand the decision at a time period. Well, he was just... Vlad was very much... From what I've researched of him, because I actually did this for a school project. Vlad was very much he was a very hard person. He grew up in unimaginable cruelty, having his father killed, and been beaten and tortured by Muslims for years, being a prisoner. So when he got back in there and reclaimed his seat at the ruler of Wallachia, he was no nonsense. He was like, I had to endure so much shit, and you're just sitting on your ass being a burden on society. Like, he hated them because they were worthless. He hated rich people. Like, he hated anybody who didn't fall in line. There were corrupt nobles in his country. He had them executed. In fact, he had a law basically saying the higher your social status, the higher your stake. So he was just, because he's seen unimaginable cruelty at the hands of the Ottomans. So he has no sympathy for people. He's a very hard person. At least that's what history tells us. Maybe he was pretty chill and it was just propaganda. But yeah, they claim he burned the homeless in his village alive, or in his country alive. Not all of them, but probably in his capital city. He invited them over for like a feast, and then he locked all the doors in the building once he had all the people he wanted in there, and lit them all on fire. Burned the building down. Animation sequence. That's pretty base. Yes, historical to a feast and then killed them to reduce poverty. See? I told you. The Rumblebot knows, somewhat. He burnt them alive, though. There, and then we want it to be death, right? Death. And we'll do a second death animation. I don't know, we start at 320. $300 might be fine, but I think it's a little close, so we'll do 320. Stand him back up. Let's do 20 frames here. Oh no, I'm kind of just bullshitting here. We can just start spinal correcting. My heart. Classic bear. Always a romantic. But yeah, no, Vlad was pretty intense with his economic proposals. Ah. Should probably have his mouth open a bit, actually. Don't do that, silly me. Let's just delete it then. Since it doesn't want to undo. That. We can delete this. We want to make sure these all line up. I think that's right. Let's get this all locked in. And then this here, we just want to tilt his butt up a bit. Lift his foot up. Then at 50, we'll settle in like that. Close the jaw up. Then just have him tumble over, fuck it. Yeah, we'll just have him tumble over and call it a day. That's how I feel like that should go. I was thinking about doing a death where he kind of stands on his hind legs and then collapses, but I think that's just a little too show-offy. Feels a little fake. Vlad was a Templar? No. Eastern Europe did not do Catholicism. They would have been Orthodox. So I don't think they were part of the church at that time period. I can't remember. Vlad was early 15th century. I don't know if they had the Orthodox Catholic split at that point, but that would have been completely. He was part of the Order of the Dragon. That's what he was part of. But I don't know if that was a Templar order. All right. Sorry about that. I was just checking something. Yeah, let me just look that up actually. Maybe it was a Templar thing, Cubs, now that you mention it. The Order of the Dragon. Look at this. Beautiful cross here. It was aligned to the Holy Roman Empire. Active at 1408 to the 16th century. Anti-Sigismund. Or is it pro-Sigismund? See, this is cool, Tomboy, because this is, you know who Sigismund is, right? Oh, wait, no. Sigismund is the emperor, so he's pro-Sigismund. Which means we're Team Wenceslas, right, Tomboy? It was a monarchical chivalric order selected to higher aristocracy and monarchs, founded in 1408 by Sigismund. So Sigismund of Hungary founded the order 1408. That is like 5 years after Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 takes place. Probably during Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which means there might be some references to him creating this order. Because there's time jumps. And since Sigismund is such an important character in the story of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I'd imagine this Order of the Dragon is at least mentioned in this. But I don't think this is a Templar order. But it is an order of the Holy Roman Empire. Right there. Wallachia, right there. That's Dracula's country. Modern day Romania. Aragon. Serbia. I don't even want to know. But yeah, you got Hungary, Croatia, Holy Roman Empire, which is like Germany. Yeah, that's German. Wallachia, Moldavia, which I think Moldavia is where that knight was from in the old... The Rosenbergs, I think, are from Moldavia. That they talk about in the first game. So I would say, Tomboy, this is very much going to be in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Because there's no way King Sigismund founds the Order of the Dragon right in the time period we're playing that game, and they're not going to mention that. They're going to have the Order of the Dragon. And probably Dracula's father in the game, or mentioned in the game. If I were them, I would do that. Because that's just way too much history to just ignore. Okay, so we're going to tip over. So 350, 370, we tip. And we just bring our fat ass. And plop that shit on the ground. No, I'm excited now. I had no idea how that history worked. That's an interesting history. They gotta bring up the Order of the Dragon. There's no way they gonna forget the Order of the Dragon. Actually, let's have his spine kind of draw out like this instead. Instead of curling up, he kind of curls out. But yeah, he definitely was. He was part of the Order of the Dragon. I have no idea. I guess you could call that a Templar order. They're technically not Templars, but they would have fought in crusades, and they were created by King Sigismund of Hungary. That kind of tucked in. All right, Mr. Helicopter Hand. Just gotta fix this. This is a bug with everything. So basically how rotations work in Unreal Engine, they go plus or minus 180 degrees and work off of that. So what winds up happening is your rotations kind of stack. You get something like this where your rotations are all fucking jank. So you gotta do something like that. And it's like, instead of just going this way a little bit, it decides it needs to go this way a lot to get to the same point. Which is really annoying, actually. We're gonna have the head drag. Like that. We're gonna make this... Yeah, that's fine, actually. It's fine, it's fine. And you'll see why in a minute. But no, yeah, Vlad was the Order of the Dragon. So he would have been... We're gonna drag this out a little bit more. Of these in. And just have a significant ease. And then just make this a little bit longer. Just a couple frames apiece. Key this in here. I mean, that's still pretty dramatic, if I'm going to be honest with you. That's good. Now we just need to have a settle into here, right? So we're going to do a snap recovery. And then a long settle. Snap, settle, long settle. I didn't mean to do that. Undo is not my friend today. So for this, we're just going to push the body a little bit more. Just a little bit harder. And just like that, you get that little thud. And then in 20 frames here, we'll go frame 400. 405, I guess. Just want a nice long settle. Just kind of... really kind of flatten this out. I don't really care if I'm kind of cheating a bit and shifting a bit. Doing a little bit of cheating. But this is the final pose. I don't know how much it's gonna matter. I just want to fix this. This is too much of a hand motion. All right. We're going to lock this in. And then we'll just shift this over so it's an ease into the final position. I'm going to close the mouth here. That's good there. That feels nice and natural. All right, chat, we're gonna just smooth this out and then we're pretty much done here. Smooth this out. Let's get some overlapping action here. For the right ankle, then we're gonna bump you 2 frames this way. Left ankle, 2 frames. We'll make the right do 4. The right paw should be delayed. Head can be 2. Let's try this again. I wish this thing didn't just go like every other frame. That can be 2, and then the pelvis can be 1 early. Let's see, chat. I'm gonna extend this a hair. Flawless. I like it. All right. So, let's take a look at what's going on with Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Beta. Yoink. Epic Dope. That sounds like a retarded name. You should feel bad. How to play the Monster Hunter Beta. Is live on PC 8 p.m. October 31st. So it doesn't go live until the evening. Like, that's like midnight. So maybe there is no Monster Hunter stream tomorrow, chat. Let's double check that. That says like late Thursday. Well, that screws up my plans. I was gonna play this in the morning. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, so that's not going to happen, I guess. I think there's probably just no stream tomorrow, guys. Because I have plans during the day. Because I want to do some stuff with my friends for Halloween. So we probably are just going to take Halloween off then. If Monster Hunter is not available during the morning. I will see if I can get in the morning. I will try and install it and play it in the morning, even though sometimes betas open a little early. So I will see if I can get in and log in and try and get into the beta during the morning. And if I can, I'll stream it. If not, shit, basically. And we'll have to see you guys another time. Maybe I'll stream the beta after work on Friday. Maybe not Friday, maybe Saturday. Fridays are pretty hard. I don't have a lot of free time on Friday, so I probably won't play anything. But maybe we'll do a makeup stream on Saturday if I cannot get onto the beta Thursday morning, which it looks like I won't be able to. The big gay. Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, we're doing some bear animations. But yeah, we will look at, we'll see what happens. Animation sequence, bear. Maybe I can do a morning dev stream and we can just chill with more cairn stuff and get the burial mound kind of decorated up. And we'll do like an 11 a.m. stream. Go from 11 a.m. till... till whatever the other time is. Yeah. All right. So, that's the animation stuff for the day. I think that's it for Unreal Engine. I'm gonna record some footage. I guess we can do that on stream. Not the end of the world. Yes. When did you say that, Cubs? 2 minutes ago. Yeah. In regards to the weird schedule switch. Yeah. But no, yeah, we're watching, we're doing a bunch of Halloween stuff on Halloween, and I thought it would be nice to do that, so I wanted to shift some stuff around. I'm going to be carving a pumpkin tomorrow, and I'll be sharing that on my Discord and Twitter. If you aren't on my Discord, consider joining, because I have a build of this game, and you can play test it. You can just click on this link right up here with the Rumble bot, and you can join my Discord and play test the game yourself. It's 1.5 gigabytes, I think, right now. It's very small file size, especially considering all the shit going on. We will be doing another build. We will start working towards another build in probably... we will focus on the next playable build after my Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 streams. So Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 releases on February the 11th. I was going to work on level 2 till the end of the year, and then start working on the build in January, but I want to have the build done and released by before I stop working on it. So I think I'm just going to keep adding content to level 2, maybe start up level 3 and get that started and fleshed out. And then we can look at maybe getting a new playable build in. Tweaking the AI, fixing a couple of the bugs that were reported. We got to build an arena, and I'm going to build a level selector. So I will be able to... It'll be like a hub. So if you've ever played... I guess the best example would be like Fable 3. Where they have like a world hub kind of thing where you just kind of look at the map. And then you can select on the map where you want to go. It'll be kind of like that system for our level system. So if you want to pick a level, it's not going to be like through a menu system. It's going to be like you're in a military tent. And then you got this little map that you can pick and you can say, oh, I want to do this this area, or I want to do this level or this level. So that's kind of what we're going to do with that. Then we will have a section in there that will be kind of like a training ground where you can then spar and train against certain AI so you can learn the mechanics of the game. If that makes sense. All right. So, might as well record some footage while we're all here. We're going to go into our recording mode. We're going to have to leave the volume off just so that it's, it doesn't matter. We'll turn the background music on. Let me just go in here and copy. And paste. We have a nice little bit of music that we can listen to while we do this. Close that. Animation. So we got these ones to do. We got to record like all of these. Just gonna get rid of the background. I'm just gonna hit record, guys. Hold on. Okay, we're changed to this. Change to that. And I think that's all we did. We did the slam, high attack, hit, death, death. Yeah, that's all we did. Cool. It is obviously a work in progress. But yeah, you can play it. Let me know what you think. It is a For Honor style combat system, so you have 3 directions that you can block, parry, and you have to find their opening. Your enemies will block your attacks if you're not careful, and they will kill you. Everyone who's played the game has relative difficulty figuring out the controls, so good luck. Wish you the best, dude. But I'm glad you're excited to test it out and try it, so. Very easy to access, unlike Monster Hunter. Very clean, very beautiful. Let's look for somebody to raid. Boom, boom, boom. Who is live? Mossy is still live. Let's do Balumon, though. Balumon is a champ. He's always a cool guy. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Loco Guy, for the follow. And yeah, that is going to be the end of the stream. Peace out.